Isn't it responsible to make sure that the bad guys never hurt anyone else? People kill each other all the time.
Like, y'all don't...
People aren't even special like us. They're just normal. Do you ever think that maybe Dad was right?
Put Omni-Man over him. It sound the same, bruh. Like, listen.
He's been surrounded by a loving family.
Like snort. You can ride with me.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Terry Smooth back again with another video. Invincible Season 3 has been straight up hectic, has been straight up wild, bruh. I'm not even gonna hold you. It's been interesting, for sure, but like, bro, it's been really taking you on a roller coaster of emotions and kind of have you really think about, like, you know, just like how the boys, if you really lived in a world with superheroes, how would that really be? This is a video about I'm Kevin. Mark might actually be. Yo, this show has had a ongoing joke about, you know, when a character is about to say the name Invincible or the word Invincible, it pans to the title card, which is like funny as shit to me. We're gonna hop into this one. This one looks like it's gonna be enjoyable. Before we dive in, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you love the Smooth Squad family, ring notification bell so you don't miss out on other content. Let's hop into the video.
You thought this life was gonna be easy?
Battle Beast.
Not even close. Oh, when you joined that little Justice League, but who are we trying to fool? That shit wasn't gonna end well. And your pops going rogue? Shit, man, couldn't have been easy. And even when you got him to leave, you somehow made your way right back. Even fought off a couple Viltrumites. I think you surprised all of us with that. Then you had that whole thing with Anissa and Angstrom. Yeah, that was rough. But don't forget, I gave you a second chance. All we want to do is make the world better. Your father couldn't do it, so now you're gonna step in. You'll return to Earth. Make them bend the knee. If not, I'll come back and
he was on that type of timing, bro. He was on that. Next time I come here, I'm not asking.
I'm one of the few shows that I'll actually watch weekly, and probably the only show I want to make vids on weekly. Like that trailer, I don't know what Mark did for Cecil to be acting like that, but I just gotta see it.
Nothing,
bro.
For
those who read the comics, let's be nice and not ruin the experience. I read the comments, and I'm sure others read the comments too. We just want to talk about the show. Let us have this. But anyways, the first thing we see is how much Mark improved. He's on a whole training regimen, and this monster he's fighting is really an 8-year-old. And look how concerned the mom was.
When I watched that, I'm like, yo, is that the same kid from the other
He got work in
the other season?
Minutes. He trying to wrap this shit up. Either he trying to figure out what to tell his boss, or he's getting paid a bag.
Swear.
The whole time he's planning out his shopping spree. Buy to hit up Gucci, Prada, Dior. I might fuck around and cop a Rolex. Mind you, he just watched his child get uppercutted 50 feet in the air, and best believe he gonna be back next week. But Mark was doing a lot, like working on his heat resistance, I guess, working on his speed, got him flying from the moon and back, and the heaviest thing they could find wasn't enough to work on his strength. Had to make a whole machine for it, which still wasn't enough. And they got him doing all this because of Anissa. She came down, whooped his ass real quick, and left.
Dog in her.
Had them terrified. They said, yeah, the way he is now, he can probably beat her. Maybe, but she mentioned another. And when someone strong mentions another person, you know that nigga's a problem. But that's when Rex pulls up. Breaking news, someone is trying to steal the Declaration of Independence. That is the most random thing to say.
Most random, but why?
I just want y'all to see how bad this cop got.
I still don't...
Every other cop got evaded or like knocked back or something, right? But look at this guy. He runs in, gets flipped, and look at his face. He's trying to figure out why he just got hit with a set of moves that only individuals with a WWE Tag Team Championship can pull off in the middle of a fucking staircase. Relax! That man is either dead or paralyzed. But good news, the heroes show up, and all of a sudden I feel bad for these guys. They are trying their absolute hardest while these two are talking about women. The worst part is when
That was
Rex was
wild,
like, yo,
bro.
can you hurry this up? I already
Yeah,
got
like
and Mark proceeds to say right in front of him, not even looking at him either, oh, I'm just trying to hold back.
oh,
He's a
back.
little
Do you
dude.
know
So
who I
what
is?
he decides to do is
3-time black
before
belt.
running
Alright.
in, he yells, and I quote, normal this. Does 0 damage while Mark confirms, yeah, totally normal. What else can you do besides accept that you're now his bitch? It's one thing to just lose to Invincible, right? But him having a whole convo mid-fight
Yeah, you
pretty
gotta
much says that
you gotta
you're
give up
nothing to him,
superhero win
and
after
then
that, bro.
proceeds to confirm that theory. Now, even with them getting away because Kate's brother pulls up, they are never gonna forget this moment. But the reason why this dude is jumping Rex is because he thinks that Rex is responsible
Bruh.
for Kate's death. Now, Mark, can you please stop trying to talk and just fight? You're not Batman. You have no intimidation.
At all.
Rex is getting violated out there. Now, with this show, expect a lot of black and white scenes because he rips the skull off, plunges it back in the other's head, and that's all I'm showing.
Bro.
Just know there were limbs flying. But as we already know, Kate is alive. Obviously, no one else knew besides Immortal. Turns out she just had a spare clone hiding out.
Right.
And Rex, who I think has the right to ask why she just let him believe she was dead, and here this nigga go. It was her decision. She can do what she pleases. Yo, can someone fire this guy?
Relax,
so
though.
they
Hold
headed back
on.
to the cave. Everyone got to see Kate again, and she's now engaged.
Yeah, that
Immortal.
caught me off
But
guard.
That wasn't the only surprise. Ray also survived.
Yeah.
So we got the
Yo, I
whole team
reacted
back,
to
and
the
Senzo was like, yeah,
first
no one can
episode
stand up to us now.
on the channel,
Bro.
full like
Y'all got washed
trimmed
on
and edited
every
everything.
occasion. Y'all
They
lost to
trimmed it
people who
more.
called themselves
It's like a
Lizard
7-minute
Men.
video
That
now,
should
bro.
be explanation enough. If I need help and I see the Guardians of the Globe pull up, I'ma cry. If I don't see Eve or Mark tagging along, I know I'm dead. But now we see
Hold
Mark
on
chilling
now.
with the bros, and you know they ended up talking about Eve, right? Mark tells him about when future Eve saved him and how she also said that she loved him for years. And since the Mark in her timeline was dead, she never got over it. So she said he should give his Eve an answer, whether he says he likes her or not, just something. Now we all know Mark likes her. We can tell from season 1. But for some reason, he wants to tell her about what future Eve said. And
I
me
said
both
this.
will.
No.
This dude's stupid.
No, like, what do you,
Will
why?
said, it's okay to be honest, but being too honest is a thing. You gonna mess up the whole play. So he pulls up on her, and bro, if you fuck this up, I'ma be heated. Spoiler alert, he fucked it up. You just had to tell her. I don't even know what to say. I'm just disappointed. But this is when we see little bro, and listen, when it comes to the sibling / child character, it can go either way. You can have the good ones like my dog AJ, Ellie, Gohan, or you can have the annoying ones. The Daniels, the Bartos, the Atreuses. Oh, just thinking about it.
Time out. Alright. The Daniels justified. Anybody who's played Life is Strange 2. Baruto, that's debatable. But I'm gonna leave that one alone. Atreus, maybe God of War 1, Atreus. Yeah. But if we talking about when they went, fought up against Thor and Odin, nah, Atreus was goated in that one. Oh, hey.
I pray Ollie's one of the good ones. But we then find out he already got his powers and was on that immediately. No time was wasted. The thing is though, before you can get to Ollie, you're gonna have to get past Debbie.
Yep, that's
and
a fact.
Debbie isn't going for that. She wants Ollie to enjoy being a child. But that's when Cecil gets a call saying that every single hero, including the Guardians, got abducted. Not even 3 minutes ago, bro was talking about how they were unstoppable. The only 2 heroes left were Mark and Eve, so they tracked down Rudy's signal, and it was the scientist again. This guy lost like 14 times already. We are not
at all.
But
Yo, he was different this time, bro.
How to communicate with bugs. Strong bugs.
Strong
still bugs nonetheless. We are not worried. Yeah, they lost the bug. A moment where
it was shocking.
Not only did Cecil send down these pods filled with the humanoid robots, meaning he gave Sinclair a damn job, then we see Black Bat on the field, who was on a killing spree back in Midnight City. Mark was not happy about any of this.
Bro.
The moment the situation was handled, he went straight to Cecil. So he gets there and Cecil was like, look, Mark, they can't fix their mistakes in prison. You just don't waste people like them. You reform them. Now look, Black Bat is one thing. Yes, he was on a killing spree, but he was technically doing it for good. He wasn't fully lost
That's a
yet.
fact.
But
That's a fact.
Sinclair,
Sinclair
yeah, he
different,
helped him
bro.
donate
Sinclair?
now, but you cannot erase his past.
Sinclair,
At least
bro?
Black Bat was
No.
killing to keep people safe. Sinclair was doing it for the
love of the game,
Now,
for
Mark
fun,
wasn't backing
bro.
off. He said, I'm not leaving until you put them back in prison. So Cecil said, I bet. You know I rock with you, Mark, but you're forcing my hand. My job is to protect this planet from threats. Don't make me add you to the category. Man, I'm not even doing that. I know you ain't just. You better tell the shit to unhand me, Mark. Motherfucker. Unhand me, boy. This is what you want, Cecil? So he runs through all of them
Every
and was like,
single
"Is that
one,
it?"
bro.
Nah. Not gonna lie, Cecil, that was tough. I'm gonna give you that. The Mark was like, look, I'm not gonna stop until you tell everyone what you've done. Listen, I don't want to hurt you.
Bro,
I'm not the one who's gonna get hurt.
It's conflicting.
You don't make threats. Yeah, well, people change. Yo, who is he feeling like? He trying to live up to his name.
Hey,
and Mark
swear to
was ready to
God.
fight that entire room, but
The
Cecil had
entire
some
room.
device in his head. Now, this right here is the point of no return. The fact that you put a device in his
Yo.
head, there's no coming back from
Without
it.
his
So
consent?
he zooms off, made his way to the Guardians, but with that thing in his head, he can't do much. And this is the proudest I've been. I thought the Guardians was going to side with Cecil, but instead they was fighting for Mark. Now, Rex, I know you had good intentions, but you just hold him. The sound wasn't going to stop by destroying the device. The switch
Bro,
had to be
that boy
manually
Mark
turned
was
off.
going
And I think the robot
through
saw
it.
this as an opportunity, because ain't
Yo,
no
swear to
way
God.
they all decide to jump him now. The moment the switch gets destroyed, and once Rudy blocked the frequency, I knew Mark was going to snap. He started pulling off Omni-Man exclusive combos, doing things he never done before.
Literally.
He ripped that robot vertically, and everyone is just watching like, damn, I ain't about to calm him down. And honestly, I think Cecil be forgetting he's a normal person. He be talking crazy. He said, hey, Mark, don't you ever threaten me again. Bro, who the fuck? I told you I protect this planet, but don't you ever forget whose blood I got in my veins. If you ever come near my family again, you gonna meet the man he wanted me to be.
Rudy, get this fucking thing out of my head.
Yeah.
Now.
Yo,
Invincible
I see you.
Amazing.
I see you
work,
go.
bro. That scene, I felt mad for Mark. I was ready to get in there and start boxing the robots my damn self. But afterwards, he tells his folks about what happened. Even told them how he said he'll kill him if he ever comes close to them.
Why didn't you kill him already? Then you wouldn't have to worry.
Bro, how old is he? Bro is
Bro,
like
how
12
old-
years old talking like that.
Oliver
I'm already
is-
knowing he gonna be a problem.
Oliver is, bro, it's a ad that's perfect. I get to pause this. Oliver is a different breed. That boy, yeah.
We're back to the Guardians, and obviously they got a
Y'all know,
But
for
they
those
got
who
to
watch.
talking, and Ray was like, you know, Cecil spent millions to put me back together, but just had monsters try to rip us apart. I mean, technically,
They were really
Mark
after
has gotten
Mark,
away, but I
yeah,
see what you're
like,
saying. Monster Girl was
I
like,
get it.
yeah, all we are to him is weapons, useful until we're not. And this is when the team starts to divide. One half of the team thinks Cecil went way too far, while the other thinks Mark
Who do y'all
forced him
think?
to do it. And look how Ray
Whose side are y'all on? And who do you think?
Just
Like, do you
as
think
much as
Cecil
you
was
and
wrong
Rex.
for
More
what he
evil.
did? Like, whose side are you on?
We're
Team Mark or
close.
Team Cecil?
There's only one of me. I can't go hide a backup copy of myself away like
My powers are different. So?
So this half of the team decided to
Bro,
stay.
it
while the other
sucks
is
that
leaving.
they split
And
up,
I
though.
don't know what Ruby has planned, because he said, yeah, Monster Girl is the reason why I'm leaving. But Mark is the strongest hero on the planet, and someday I might need him on my side. Bro, what do you have planned?
Right.
You need to call in a favor from Invincible. But we did get a flashback of Cecil.
Yo.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. If the villains are looking like this,
Yeah, Neptune above.
I'm getting no heroes done. Now, Cecil was getting
Hey,
his
nah,
ass
look.
beat, but the funniest part is, this man gets his whole wrist broken, reacted for a split second, and was like, hold on, I'm doing too much. But it just gets even worse.
This can't be.
Shorty, you got it, man. Listen, you leave that nigga, I'll lower your sentence. That's my deal, take it or leave it. But you know what they do? They leaked the gas anyway. Skin got boiled off, so Cecil knocks them in, closes the door, and he's a real one, I'll give him that. And the fact that he survived this and was back to normal like nothing
was
happened,
crazy.
do you even need Sinclair when y'all can do stuff
Right.
like this? The fact that not only you survived, but the ones who were taking that gas
Right,
blamed you
bruh.
too. With not a single scar on their body, man, y'all do not
Y'all
need
do
Sinclair.
not, bro. That's, I mean, I
Bitch should have took my deal. But for real though, this was showing how Cecil used to think exactly like Mark. Can't be working with the bad guys. But him going to prison is what changed his mind. Now, first of all, there's gotta be a mistake. This quirkless man does not belong here. I don't know how he's so calm. I would have been
He swear to
storming
God,
goosebumps.
bro.
I'm not staying here. Crazy part is though, this dude becomes the
Yo,
boss.
somehow,
here.
but I don't know how
he
though. I need that
accomplished
scene.
But it's been 3 years, so his boss comes back, told him he has a new position now, and wants Cecil to take his old one. He refused, but listen to this.
You can be the good guy or the guy who saves the world. You can't be both.
Now that's facts. If Batman didn't exist,
Oh my God.
you can say the Batman no kill rule is stupid, and I would agree with you in some cases. But hear me out. I'm just saying. But yeah,
I'm not
speaking of
slowing that
Batman,
down.
Black Bat actually joined the Guardians. And even Donald was like, yo, Cecil, I don't know about this one, man. Calling him in when we had no other choices.
But having him join the
joining
team was crazy.
Guardians, he murdered people. And I understand both sides, but shit, you see who's left from the Guardians?
Yeah, now that's a
They need
fact.
all the help they
I
can
get it. I
And
get both
this
sides,
dude
like, for
right
real,
here
for
made
real.
me proud. Mark missed the first shot, but watch what he does with the rebound.
When I was lying on the ground, the only thing I could think about was you. That what I feel for you isn't some stupid crush. It's real.
Okay.
Peace.
But now we see Mark training Ollie when they take a quick stop at Arts. Got his first suit and, you know, as long as you're happy. But he wanted to name himself Kid
That, yo,
Ollie.
these
You
little
don't have a target on your
teases
back
they
the
giving,
second
bro.
you debut. But he wasn't the only one who got
You
a
not-
fit. I'm rocking
I
with
don't
the
see
black
him
and
being
blue, not gonna
a
lie.
good guy.
He got a perfect chance to test out the new suits. But this
You know,
dude
that far in the
Ollie
future.
just doesn't listen. Mark said, look, you gonna sit here and watch. I'ma handle this. He couldn't even let those words marinate for 2 seconds. He
2
ran straight and
seconds,
gets
bruh.
blasted, laid out on the pavement. That's what Mark pretty much watched these guys. Like, imagine getting gripped by the chest, beat down, chest gripped again, and chucked into a wall. Within the span of 5 seconds, retirement is your only option after that. And the only thing Ollie had to say was, yo, bro, you ain't saved one from
Yeah,
me.
bro,
So now
yo.
we see Debbie is finally getting out
YN,
of her
bruh.
shell, going on dates. She deserves love. But telling this guy your whole life story on the second date, including that your son is invincible, is actually insane.
actually
Also,
blowing.
they were on the news. And I guess humans might actually be stupid because they couldn't fathom a costume change. They saw the blue suit and for some reason thought it was someone copying Invincible. They're calling
Right.
him Invincible.
Right.
Wow, the Viltrumites may have been right. There's no
There's
saving.
not
These niggas
at
are
all.
stupid. So we see that the
You see
Molotov
what
are
the
back
world
for the
like today.
37th time, and even they know the Guardians suck. They were offended that only 5 pulled up. Now, Black Bat might honestly put up a fight. What is Kate going to do besides get her ass beat 20
Yep.
times? I don't even know how Samson got on a team. I swear I don't even know what his powers are.
Yo,
I don't
Cynic,
even know
what
his
is his
name.
powers?
And Immortal? Nigga, you just asked. So Samson couldn't even get a turn before getting knocked out. Immortal gets chucked into a beam. Why is he still employed? Has he won a single fight? He's probably the only person on this planet who has a KD ratio, and that shit is negative. Randy Cunningham almost got bodied, but Black Bat saves him. And instead of saving him again because he had ample time to do so, he says, look out. He didn't even try this
Let
time.
that boy
And
do get
Kate's
KO'd.
doing exactly what we all expected. Losing. Then Bat attacks the legs, flips over, and accomplished nothing. Now, I will give credit where credit is due. Immortal was mixing this shit. Not for long, though.
yeah.
He wasn't doing enough damage to lay him out. Continuing coverage of the crisis at the nuclear silo, the Guardians of the Globe is on scene, but there's been no updates since they entered. Do not get your hopes up. I repeat, do not get your hopes up. All citizens have been advised that if you're in trouble, please hesitate. Do not call these niggas. You're better off yelling for Adam Eve and hope she's in
That's
the area.
wild.
Prayer is your only
Nah.
chance to survive. Ma, you see this shit? Those were the people I was working with.
I mean, it can't be that bad.
It's a 5v2.
What?
A 5v2. They have someone who can
I
create
do
clones
too.
and they still can't jump correctly. So Mark pulls up and Ollie was right behind him. Not gonna lie, that
Yo,
was a
his
clean entrance.
entrance,
You a badass
his intro
little
was
kid,
crazy.
just don't listen, but that was cold. And Mark, come on, bro. Did you lose your Zenkai boost? Letting a child outperform you is crazy. And the only reason he got his face slammed into the pavement is because you distracted him. So he
literally.
finally breaks free, got rid of that one, shoulder checked the next. And the twins were taking no chances. They said that punch was a little too hard. Let's just get this over with. Launch the missile so
Yep.
Mark goes after it. Meanwhile,
Yo.
Ollie is punching jaws off like, excuse me? Was you like this the whole time?
Bro,
or what?
his
So
strength
Mark
and speed
catches
is
up with the
crazy.
missile and him and Ollie are synced up. Nah, bro. Who this Jason Todd? Gonna be Red Hood in a couple months?
Really
Little
made me
dude
yell
gonna
out,
be a
holy
problem.
shit, bro.
His whole demeanor changed. Went from a little kid to a traumatized
Yeah,
grown man.
dead
And he
ass.
proceeds to walk him down.
Yo, the nigga is he
Begging
said
for mercy,
please,
but he
like,
probably doesn't even know what that means. Obliterated that man's face with no hesitation. And he really had the audacity to claim that was an accident.
right,
Nah, bro,
bruh.
we saw
Right.
You were
You were
dead.
dead.
Serious.
You not
And
get.
I
You
don't know
not.
what Caesar was doing. Like, we didn't give you a clear warning. Y'all don't understand the amount of times I replayed this scene. The dude never looked this cool before. It must be the new suit. The landing too. Yo, who is
Nah, the
this?
new
It's
suit is
not
crazy.
Mark Grayson. And look at Caesar. I couldn't imagine what's going
Bro,
through his head.
he shitting
has
bricks.
never made that expression before. And you know, immortal punk ass not gonna do nothing. He's always so high and mighty until Invincible in the room. Hey, you better put him down. Don't you dare do that. Hey, Invincible, put him down, man. Please, Invincible, don't make me come up there and talk to you about it. Invincible, don't make me handle this with words. But this wasn't how I imagined this scene playing out, though. I thought Ollie was going to put Mark in a position to where he was going to kill. He's already down that path. I thought it was going to happen now. But clearly, Ollie doesn't need protection. So Mark is talking with him and he's heated. Rightfully so. This little boy just caught 2 bodies and not an ounce of regret, compassion, nothing. Caught 2 bodies and stood on
And
it.
I'll do it
now Ollie's
again
upset because Mark is
as
upset
well.
and this little boy must be hiding his true power. For a second, I thought Mark couldn't catch up. I was about to be pissed. If this child who just got his powers is better than you, I would have felt some type of way.
You can't just kill people and pretend it's no big deal.
Isn't it responsible to make sure that the bad guys never hurt anyone else? People kill each other all the time.
Like, y'all don't.
People aren't even special like us. They're just normal. Do you ever think that maybe Dad was right?
Put Omni-Man over him.
Oh, no.
It sound the same, bruh.
No, bro,
Like,
it's
listen.
unstable. He's been surrounded by a loving family, a caretaker, living in a nice neighborhood, experienced no hardships in life. That is deadass just how he feels. So Debbie kind of talks some sense to him, saying, what if she died?
bruh.
Is her life not precious? Think
bro.
about how others would feel if they lost someone they cared about. Just because you don't know them, it doesn't make their
Right.
lives less important.
Oh my god.
Mahler didn't have friends or family.
Bro, you ever?
Hell nah. But there wasn't any signs, they said. That little boy is corrupt. He gonna say he understands now, but just wait
Yo,
till he's older.
he is
gonna
a
do whatever he wants then.
deviant. I
But
swear,
until that
bro.
day,
I don't.
guess we're good. Nothing to worry about.
I'm scared for Oliver. Yeah, this.
If y'all don't move after that, I don't know what to tell you. Got drones outside your crib. And look who's back. Angstrom survived.
Yeah, when I saw that, I'm
And
like,
give the
was that
Invincible team a round
Langstrom?
of applause.
And then
Invincible
New Rockstars
came
confirmed that
back
he
and
was
went
in the
3
credits,
for
so that
3.
he. I don't know if
I
it's
was
from
expecting one
this
episode,
dimension.
but was given 3 bangers. See, this is why I don't like
3
watching
bangers.
weekly, because now we have to wait for the next
Well,
episode.
As of season 3, I like the title. I like the path that they're taking the show. Mark, you got a set on you. You was getting more aggressive. You making decisions for yourself. You sticking up for yourself. Good. Just don't lose the light. Oliver, that nigga's beyond saving. Bro, I'm watching it and I'm like, yo, holy shit, he did that. And then I'm like, listening and hearing to him after, I'm like, yo, nah, he's gonna be a problem genuinely when he gets older. So watch out for him too. The fact that the team is split up and divided, we needed a shake up, but like, bro, both teams not looking too hot right now. I'm not gonna hold you. We need some people in here. I'm kind of curious to see how this is gonna continue and where they're gonna go from here. Thank you guys so much. Smooth out. I'ma need you to subscribe, my nigga.